What's good, family? Look, I was on, this is an off the cuff chat. This is another cyber OTC, but this one is uh, a short OTC before, I rest for the rest of the evening. I've been online all day, networking, building, one of my multiple businesses, ventures that I got. And both of them require a lot of online marketing, a lot of networking, building my client base for my online clothing store. You will never know about it, or I will never grow it if I don't show it, right? So I have to build my client base for my clothing store. I also have a gold acquisition business where I show people how to acquire pure gold bullion as a means of diversifying, building wealth, securing their currency that they're making now. So it's multiple reasons why you should be acquiring physical gold. I am not the only reason. I'm not the only person saying this. I mean, you have Fortune 500 financial firms telling you why you should diversify into gold bullion, from companies that hold IRA accounts, IRAs. They're now telling you and showing you why it's important and smart to move your money from a traditional IRA and having it backed and supported by a gold IRA account. I mean, there's multiple reasons. But I wanted to talk to you guys about a post that I just put on Facebook. I'm always putting something on Facebook, right? And there's a post talking about a line out of the movie Baby Boy, talking about guns and butter. And a lot of people don't, it sound good, but they really don't know what guns and butter mean. He tells you in the quote, guns are things that appreciate in value. Stocks, bonds, mutual fund, art, things of that nature that appreciate in value. Real estate. But see, he left out the one most important asset that appreciates in ultimate value, that actually supports nations worldwide, and that's gold. See, gold has more intrinsic value, more monetary value than all of those other assets combined. It retains its value greater than all of those assets. But people ain't worried, they're not looking and checking for the guns. See, that's the analogy. Those are the guns. They checking for the butter, stuff that melts away, depreciates in value. That's butter. You ever left butter out on the table? When it's in the protection of the freezer, it stays nice and hard and retains its value. But you leave butter out on the counter too long, it's going to start melting. It's going to start losing its texture. It's going to start losing its form and its integrity. It's going to depreciate. That's what the butter is. See, you people are chasing butter. The first thing out of a person's mouth when they know they need to do something different, or they know they need to do something to better their position right now. Oh, I need to do something. I'm tired of being broke. I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck. They then do what? Double down on that tiredness, right? Oh, I'm sick and tired of being broke. I'm sick and tired of living paycheck to paycheck. But what do? They go out and chase the butter. They don't look for the guns. They go for the butter. You're going to spend your time chasing and worrying about something that's only going to depreciate in value. Do you know your time? Your time is precious, and time can be both of those. It can do both. It can depreciate in value, or your time can appreciate in value. You got to make the choice. What do you want your time to do? Do you want your time to be the appreciating asset, or do you want it to be an appreciating commodity? Either way, it can't be both. You're either losing your time or you're gaining it, or you're gaining up on your time. You're making the most. You're doing what they tell us in school. You remember that little grade that we got in school? Oh, you got a A for using your time wisely. That was a grade in school. It's still a grade for our little kids now. So are we using our time wisely, or are we using our time as a depreciating commodity? See, you can't get it back. Once the time is gone, once time to shut out that barrel, you don't get it back. You can't call it back. So you got to make the best of it. Either you're going to use it as an appreciating commodity or a depreciating commodity. Either way, you either going to gain or lose. Guns and butter. See, I'm not here to try to convince you guys of nothing. I'm not trying to convince you. I'm just trying to common sense you. I'm not trying to sell you nothing. Just trying to lace your shoe straps. I'm not trying to tie them together in knots and have you tripping over yourself. I'm trying to lace your shoe straps. There's brothers out there right now that's hungry, that's starving, that just looking for something to do. But when we present it, then you turn blind all of a sudden. You don't have that same urgency. You don't have that urgency of now that Dr. King talked about. You better get that urgency of now, man, because time is going fast. We are already halfway done with this year. And some of you guys are still sitting on the doorsteps of January. I'm telling you guys, man, we got to get out here and do something, man. The times is of the essence, man. Let's start moving. Get back at me, man. Or anybody, get back at me. I got ideas. I got ideas that's working for me. They can work for you. You don't have to do what it is that I do, but you have to do what I do. I say it all the time. You don't have to do what it is that I do, but you have to do what I do. And the what I do is every day I wake up, I thank God for life, and I think, how can I make an additional income stream every day? It eats at my soul. Eats at my soul. So look, I hope this message has touched someone. I hope it has made sense to someone, to my business partners in Nepal and Africa and as far over as New York and Atlanta. Hey, use this. Talk to your downline, talk to your team members, show them this, talk to them, write it down, reword it, reuse it. I don't care. But you just got to let them hear it. Salute.